Okay. I'm a little confused, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on. Right? It says my YouTube started. I don't know how true that is. No, I am live. What am I reacting to? Neon? Oops.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Bryce Crawford Podcast. I'm Bryce, and today...
That. Wow. Well, that. It's time to go here. Neon. On Fame. Oh my goodness. Neon on Fame. Death. And God. Reaction. Let's go. Amen. Just like that. Wait. Talk. Chicken. Come on, man.
I'm afraid of death. I'm so scared. What's the point of me doing all this?
Oh, nah. Oh my goodness, I'm live! So it did work. Oh my goodness, I'm live! Alright. So it did work. Alright, that was Come on, man. Let's get started, man. Neon. What is it? Neon on Fame. Ow! The worst thing ever is getting a pimple in your nose, brother.
I'm afraid of death. I'm so scared. What's the point of me doing all this stuff? Like, grinding, working my butt off. All the money you make, none of it matters. You're gonna lose it, like, within 1 second. I don't think I've ever in life, as of right now, like, truly been fulfilled. I always thought what would make me fulfilled was, like, views. But, like, true fulfillment and feeling at peace, like, nah, it hasn't given me that. I literally would sit down and I would, like, cry and pray. And I'm like, God, please, like, all I want in life is to become one of the biggest streamers. Like, please, please, please. I would do it every single day. Achieve what I wanted to achieve. And then just stop praying. I do believe in Islam. Like, I am a Muslim. I haven't been praying much at all, which is disgusting. Like, it's terrible.
How confident are you that you would go to heaven?
Maybe like a 7, maybe a 6.
Hey, before we get into today's episode, I want to share 2 quick things with you. First, if these videos have meant anything to you, if they've encouraged your faith or helped you see the gospel a little bit more clearly, I just want to ask you to subscribe. A lot of people tune in every single week and haven't hit the button yet. It only takes 2 seconds, and it helps us keep putting these conversations in front of people who need them. And the second thing, this one I've honestly been really excited to say, I'm officially announcing our ministry's biggest live event to date, Open Heaven Live Podcast Tour. It's happening November 8th this year at the Pavilion at Toyota Music Factory in Irving, Texas. This is going to be a night centered around worship, faith, real conversations, and genuine community. I believe God is going to move in a powerful way, and I would love for you to be in the room. Tickets are on sale right now. You can head to brycecrawford.org/tour or just click the link in the description below. And please, only get your tickets through my official site or that link below. I recommend not buying from random resellers online. I believe this is going to be a really special night.
Welcome to my channel.
All right, let's get into the episode. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Bryce Crawford Podcast. I'm Bryce, and today I'm with Neon. on.
Hello, guys.
Welcome
Which camera am I looking at? This one, or?
Yeah, whichever one you want.
It's a crazy setup over here, bro.
Dude, I'm glad you like it. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I've been excited to meet you because I've just heard people say nothing but great things about you. So it's
seriously.
Yeah, seriously. I'm
like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it on already?
Why? Because you feel like you see a lot of noise online? Is it?
Honestly, not anymore. But I did go through eras where I did. But now it's like it's way different. But yeah, like I mean, I've been through like a bunch of different hate phases. But yeah, when I hear stuff like that, it makes me feel good.
Yeah, dude, I've heard a lot of great things about you. Just what an awesome guy you are. So I've been looking forward to hanging out with you. So
thank you, bro.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Love that.
Have you ever been on like a Christian podcast before?
No, never. This is my first time. I've done like Bradley Martin, Steiny, stuff like that.
I just want to start off and say, like, I think God is reaching out to Neon, which is awesome. I think Neon is such a great guy. I mean, I guess I could call him a kid. I'm like pretty older than him, I think, but he's not that much younger. I don't know. I'm sure he would call me up. I'm grabbing a snack real quick. My point being is that I think God is reaching out to Neon, and that makes me happy. So that makes me real happy. We are gonna get started right now, man. I'm sorry. So if you're here, you've been here for a while, you know I have to eat. I don't stop eating, man. I got a problem.
I think it's a different vibe. I think it's good.
Cool. Yeah. Does that you don't really care? It's just kind of like whatever.
Yeah. I mean, we're just here to talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm Muslim.
Yeah.
You're Christian. We're all we all have our own beliefs, and at the end of the day, we could all believe what we think, and we can have a good conversation.
Dude, I'm so pumped that we're sitting down because I've done so many deep dives on Islam, and I don't want to like get into like a bunch of deep dive stuff, but I did a really bad injustice for a while where like I kind of went through this phase where I was like almost like going ham on Islam a little bit. I'm not.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I was like
someone roll the clip.
Dude, there's a ton of them. I was kind of like going ham, but it was the only thing that I knew. It was almost like I would find out these things that I like maybe had a problem with as a Christian, and so I would like immediately go hard on it.
Okay.
And then I just kind of realized that if I believe Jesus is the way, and I wanted like a Muslim friend to actually become a Christian, that's not the way for me to talk to a Muslim about it. So that was something I've been meaning to kind of talk about, which has been really heavy on my heart because I'm like, that was never how I've approached conversations. That's never how I was. And I kind of went through this phase where I was going ham on like certain aspects of Islam that didn't matter. And then I actually have a new friend, his name's Sharik. He like used to be Muslim, now he's a Christian.
Okay.
And that's like his whole deal about how like, kind of like how to talk respectfully with Muslims on faith. And so that challenged me. It really made me dive deeper into how I have conversations. So that was fun. So yeah, dude, that's
I didn't even know. So you've gotten hate before, or were they hate? Like, how did people react?
Muslims?
Yeah. Oh, the Muslims. Yeah. On social media, they're crazy.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, it was a little intense. I mean, I was saying intense stuff though. You know what I mean? It's like I understand.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to rage bait. It was just like I would figure out something. I'd be like, what the heck? And then I would say it online. And then it would cause, and then I just started understanding. I was like, I'm not starting conversation. You know, it was like almost like I was just like making a post.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And my whole thing is like from the get-go, from when we started making the videos, was like I like having conversations. You know what I mean? Because that's a point. Cause if we like we're talking about something, like we can't like go through the conversation unless we talk about it instead of me just saying like a 30-second one-liner or whatever. So I really learned a lot, and that's challenged me in a cool way.
On stream for me, like I don't like to like push my religion or anything to anyone. For me, it's just like I tell them is like, if you believe in God, like it's very important. Believe in God, pray to God. But other than that, like I don't really even have these type of conversations on stream. So like when we do our stream, it's gonna be like pretty interesting.
Oh, dude, I'm super pumped. Are you? What's your ethnic background?
Ethnic. So my mom's from Pakistan.
Okay.
My dad's from India, and my mom was as a kid moved all around. It's like the Middle East. Everywhere. My grandparents still live in Pakistan down there. My mom's actually there right now.
Okay.
And I always go there like every like, I used to go every year, but now I'm very busy, so it's a lot different. So now I go every few years, but when I go, like, it helps me feel really grounded, and it helps me like understand like how far I've made it. And I like traveling a lot too, especially just so I could see other sides of the world and how people live. And it's crazy, bro. One thing I always say on stream is people are so much happier in these places where like, when you look in the outside, you're like, wow, why are they so happy? Like they live in these situations, whatever. Like it doesn't look like something you would want, but then these people are all so happy and grateful and like connected. So My main thing is just, bro, I love. I just got off topic, but I don't want to talk about that.
It's because
Bro, I
other
love
countries
traveling, I
are
love doing
focused
stuff. But yeah,
on
when I go
that.
back home, when I go back to where my parents are from, it makes
I
me
know
like,
he's
it
talking about a whole
feels
different
so good.
religion,
And I just
but
disconnect myself.
What's your favorite
Like-
place you've been?
in
Favorite place
Jerusalem,
I've
they all
been?
focus on God.
I would say Japan. Japan
Really?
probably because it's just so quiet. Are you Japanese? Oh, oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait, so you
That is
the
right.
only
I
Asian
thought
guy
you
in the
should-
room, and you're just gonna assume that
No,
he's
because
Japanese?
because
Yeah, well, yeah,
my
that's
bad,
why.
bro.
That's why
Well,
I
let me
looked at him.
You gotta be. You're Filipino.
That's close.
Vietnamese. What? What are you?
Yeah, he's Cambodian.
It's the first Cambodian I've ever met. Nice to meet you,
You've
brother.
probably met more. You just didn't know. You probably assumed that they were Japanese too.
Not much Cambodian. I've never met someone. They're like, I'm Cambodian. I gotta
Dude,
go to
that was
Cambodia.
really funny. That was really
My bad.
funny.
They can't even. I'm sorry, bro.
Wait, but what did you like about Japan?
It was just so quiet, bro. Such a change. Like for me, like I'm always out and about, being loud, and I'm like in third person. I'm like, damn, what am I doing? Like I obviously have to stream. I have to entertain the stream, and I'm being obnoxious at times. Try not to be as much anymore, but. Like over there is just so it's just so peaceful, bro. Everyone is just like at peace doing their own thing, and it was cool to see, bro. It's
I don't know. I've seen different videos.
This cherry blossom thing or something I was supposed to go to. I didn't get to go. I want to go there next time, but I was with a good group of people. I was with Brad, bunch of people. I had a good time.
Have you seen the bowing deer?
No, what is that?
You know, you've never seen that?
No.
Dude, it's like these deer that I think you can feed them, but they're in a park and they like bow at you. It's super cool. I'll show you a video when we get done. But it's
In
like
Japan.
Yeah,
No.
I think it's in Japan. It is, right?
The bowing deer. Like what? Yeah, check that out. Japanese bowing deer. Okay, let's check that out. Japanese. How do you spell Japanese? Japanese bowing deer. Okay, right there. Oh my goodness. Alright. That's funny.
Bowing deer.
Yeah, it's like I think you could feed them, but they're in a park and they're like, you know, domesticated, so they like are used to humans.
So they're like taught how to sit.
No, like they almost like I don't know how to do it. This looks so weird, but you just like they like bow at you, you know? It's interesting.
How do they make the deer do that?
I don't know, but it's really cool. And then would you
Oh!
wrestle a sumo wrestler in the street?
No,
No?
no, it's disgusting.
Dude,
it's
I
not even about me losing. They're just sweaty. So I'm like, why would I want that on me?
Yeah, I think you could take them though.
Definitely not. I think you can take them, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
I
got a good
appreciate
physique,
it.
good build.
Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, I got food poisoning the other day, so I'm kind of
Oh yeah,
skinny,
my
but-
stomach has been messed up. Might be LA.
Bro,
I think we need to get out of here.
yeah, I think we do too. We should build a bunker and go live underground somewhere.
I know we were talking about earlier the what's the
Revelation?
festival you were
The
saying?
Burning Man.
Yeah, so I don't know if this is the same type of thing, but I was at EDC,
Okay.
which is, I mean, it's just like a normal music festival, whatever.
Yeah.
But like when I walked in there with all the lights and everything, and like everyone just like behind the camera, everyone's like sniffing stuff, doing crazy drugs, whatever. And I went on stream and I was like,
Guys, I'm not
like, you
picking my
cannot enjoy
nose.
this unless you're on
There's a
hardcore drugs,
pimple
and like this is not my type of
in
thing.
my
And all
nose
the
and it
EDC
hurts so
fans got
bad.
so mad at me. It's like my first time I got hate in so long. Like I was doing so good.
Burning Man's the same thing though. I got heat for saying that from people that go to Burning Man too. They were like, no, it's not, because it's advertised as like a free thinking art festival. So when you go, like all the building structures out there are like built weird and unique. It almost looks like. Have you ever seen the movie Dune? Like I don't know if
bro,
you've
I'm
ever seen
so
that.
out of touch with the reality, bro. No, I haven't seen that.
Dude, it's like a.
Wait, is that the movie with Zendaya?
Is she in that? Yeah, she's
I
in
seen
there.
the trailer.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's like a desert, you know, the desert
Yeah.
vibe. But then, like, the vehicles out there, I saw an 18-foot pirate ship on wheels just driving itself.
Wow.
Stuff like that. They just build these contraptions. And so it's interesting, but it's kind of the same thing. Like, you almost have to be on drugs.
Yeah,
to
and
enjoy
and
it.
you spoke on it. I spoke on it, and I got heat. But it was like I felt so, like I didn't feel comfortable there. I felt so off. Like I mean, for me, like I'm not even the type of person to go out. Like I don't really like that stuff, and I'm awkward, so I don't know what to do. But in that situation, I was just like, oh my god. And like with the lights that were going around, it felt like a hell.
Yeah.
Like that's what I said on stream. I was like, this feels like hell. It was crazy.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of that too. All the lights and stuff out. Yeah, it's interesting. It's just an interesting environment, especially if you're not used to it. I'm not used to that stuff either, so it definitely throw me off. But there is almost. I don't know about you, but I could just feel it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Literally,
you can sense it and feel it, and
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, there's something off. You know. So have you ever done any substances, drugs?
I felt
things
that
like
before.
I've smoked on stream before a few times. Like smoked weed. I mean, when I came to LA, bro, I was like the cleanest kid ever. No problems. Like the worst thing my parents had to deal with for me was like me staying up too late playing my PS5.
Yeah.
Like, that's the word. I never snuck out, never went to parties, nothing. So I was like a perfect kid. Came to LA, everything got thrown at me. Like everything, like when it comes to like money, girls, like fame, anything you can imagine. So it's crazy, bro. I kind of blacked out. Like I don't remember any of that part of my life. Like it was like 2 years. I don't remember any of it.
Wait, how long have you been in LA?
I've been in LA for like 3.5 years.
That's insane. I wanted to
for longer than you've been here, you can't remember what it was like.
Yeah, I don't remember anything, bro. I was just spending money. I was around the wrong people. That's when I got into like smoking, which was my biggest downfall ever. Cause it made me so lazy. I mean, it starts from, and everyone watching this, like my chat gets mad at me when I talk about this, but do not smoke weed. It's very bad for you. It makes you stupid, like actually stupid. It makes you like groggy. It makes you. He's smiling. You smoke weed. I do not smoke. Okay.
He just keeps outing our camera guy behind the camera.
I'm in stream mode. Okay, all right.
He's just trying to recover from the fact that he accused you of being Japanese. He's trying to get you.
I feel bad. I'm sorry, bro. But yeah, bro, and it starts from like you doing that at night before you sleep. Like, oh, I have a good stream. Let me smoke real quick. And then it goes from that to like let me do it a little earlier. Let me do it during the day. Oh, now I'm high on stream. Like it was really bad.
Wait, so have you ever met Clavicular?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you get worried about him?
I mean, yeah, but I mean he's a grown man. He makes his own decisions.
No, for sure. I'm not saying as in like, he can't do whatever, but I remember when I saw the one video clip of him. I guess he OD'd on video or something.
Yeah, it was really, really messed up.
And I know it just scared me because I'm like, is he going too far? That's like a whole nother realm. I mean, you were like,
I'm not gonna lie.
Weed and
I saw that video. For those of you who didn't see the video, I'm gonna put it on right now. But that was actually a scary moment for Clavicular. I'm actually, I mean, Clavicular is a jerk. Let's be honest, but I do like some of the things he preaches. So, I think the jerk part is just for content. Anyways, that's just me. Clavicular. OD. No, I'll just put overdose. Overdose. Just so we can have an idea of what happened. Because, yeah. You gotta watch this whole thing? Whatever. It's probably right here.
We're working to learn how Clavicular tells CBS News he's suspected to have had an overdose. This is the video of his live stream last night, which is what was concerning to some of his hundreds of thousands of followers. Many said
he was like, oh my goodness.
The other men in the video with him looked concerned, and the video abruptly ended. Now, I want to talk more about his reach and why
the video did not abruptly end.
A specific group of young men, Clavicular, whose real name is Braden Peters, is known for a popular.
Man, they didn't even show it, y'all. People, man. News channels don't have anything better to do. You know what? It might be a YouTube thing. You might not be able to see it here. Maybe I go on TikTok, right? But you guys get it. He overdosed. And it was very concerning.
Level right here for sure.
I didn't do none of that, bro.
But like I guess when I see that and you've met him, is that someone that you're like, hey bro, like don't go down that route? I've been there. Or...
I mean, I feel like someone like him, like no matter who tells him, like he won't listen. He'll only listen to himself. Bro, he would be great on here.
Well, dude, we were gonna get him on, and then he tried to like ask me how much I'd pay him.
Oh. And
then I was like, oh, okay, we don't pay anyone.
Yeah.
And he was like,
I mean, I do the same thing happens to me on stream. Like I do DM a guy, he's like, oh, how much? I've known Clav for a while. He's like honestly a good guy. Like I've had multiple conversations with him. I've been around him a lot off stream. Like he is a good guy. He is like around the wrong things when it comes to drugs and everything. And I don't agree with him like pushing that on stream and having people see that because it's messed up and it makes people want to try it, do it. So I don't agree with that part, but I think eventually he's gonna. I mean, he's learning. He's slowly stopping. I know, like he stopped drinking as much too, so he's on like a new path, I think.
Yeah, I've also heard that he's a nice guy, down to earth as well. Yeah, I guess. Well, I've never done like drugs or alcohol before, so when I like meet people,
You never drank or anything in your life,
dude. The only time I say like I accidentally drank, but literally this last Christmas.
Oh, recent.
Yeah, my wife and I were. Yeah, dude, I'm like I got hammered. Imagine. No, we were. My wife and I were engaged. And my cousin lives in the UK, and they came home and they brought us this almost like a pre-wedding gift that was like, hey, here you go. And it was like a box of chocolates and stuff like that. And I ate this chocolate and I liked it. So I kept eating the chocolates, but I kept coughing every time I was eating the chocolates, and it was like burning my throat.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yo, this chocolate's got like a kick to it. Is it spicy? And they were like, no, it's got alcohol in the chocolate. It had, like champagne.
Chocolate?
Bro got drunk on chocolate.
Oh my God.
And they didn't tell me, but apparently that's like normal in the UK.
What did you feel?
I didn't feel anything because I didn't eat a lot, but I ate like 3 of them, and I was like, this is burning my throat.
Yeah.
But that's like the closest I've ever been. But I've never intentionally drank alcohol or done drugs before. So I guess I was just curious what that was like. But you've been on the internet a while, right?
Yeah, it's been ever since I was 11, so 10 years.
Dang, what's that been like?
It's been tough, like very tough.
I'm old.
Like at some points you start feeling like a robot. I mean, how long have you been on the internet?
Well, I've been doing social media for like a long time, but I'd say this stuff only like 2 or 3 years.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bro was 11.
Seems like longer.
Yo.
But yeah, like just
Yo,
at some points you feel robotic. Like, I
man.
lived through so many eras, and the thing about me is everyone saw
Welcome
like,
to my channel.
everything that I've done in
What's
life,
up,
like
Space
all the
Girl?
mistakes, everything I made, because we all make mistakes, but mine
Yo,
are all
I'm
like
so-
publicized because I streamed it, I made it, recorded it, whatever it
Ooh.
is. So I mean, dealing with everyone's opinions, everyone's hate, it did suck, but rightfully so. Like I did a lot of stupid things, and I deserved all of it. So just going through different eras in my life, it's been tough, but I feel like now the past I would say 8 months to a year, it's been like an entirely different switch. Like I feel a lot better. I feel like people like me a lot more. They see through who I actually am, and I think they're
watching a
starting to
movie
understand.
with this dog.
How's your
all over
content
my
evolved
shirt.
over the
Sad
years
face.
from when you started to now?
So at first it was just gaming, so like me just gaming, having fun, never thought anything of it. And then I wasn't like I had no intention to have this as a job. I wanted to be a doctor. So
Wait, did you really?
yeah, because I have a stomach
I don't know
disease.
what to say to that.
It's called Crohn's disease.
Oh yeah, I know what Crohn's is.
Yeah, so I have Crohn's. So
Dog,
I was like, I
will
want
be
to help people
dogs.
who have my problem. Because for me,
Wow.
like I couldn't even go to school. I was like hospitalized a bunch. I just wasn't able to live a normal life, and that's why I like started even making videos. I was like, I have so much free time. I'm not doing anything. I can't do the stuff these normal kids are doing. Let me just play video games and have some fun because that's what I enjoy doing. So
Whoa, I didn't know that about you.
yeah.
Wait, so how does that affect like your day-to-day life?
Honestly, now I'm like Crohn's can never be cured, but you can go in remission. So like my medicine's working, but like there's obviously moments where like you flare up
Crohn's.
and there's nothing you
Wait,
can do.
what's
You just gotta do it and keep
Crohn's?
pushing.
Dang, man.
Wait, what is Crohn's? What is Crohn's? Google. AI mode. What is Crohn's? Chronic AIDS. Out here. The chronic lifelong bowel disease, irritation, anywhere along the digestive tract. It's common targets next. I don't understand. Oh no, that sounds terrible. What the heck? He experiences extreme fatigue. Yo, and he be grinding, bro. Oh my goodness. We gotta pray for him. God heals all. That's his will, of course.
But my problems are very small compared to other people. So I let it.
There you
know,
go.
it's all good.
Amen, bro.
But I did that, and then
This was a
gaming
stud
was
for
cool.
saying that.
Everything worked out. I mean, I was having fun. I was making thumbnails for people. I was just having fun with it. And then I met Aiden Ross.
Yeah.
Very, very good friend of mine. He helped me, like, and I always have to give him credit because without him, I wouldn't even be in this situation. He believed in me. He put me in situations where he didn't need to, and he trusted me, and he knew what I had, and he is, one of the big reasons for all this. So he put me in front of a bunch of people, had me streaming with him. I was never going to stream. I quit. I stopped. And he's like, no, I'm forcing you to do this. He booked my flight, himself. He found my information. I didn't even tell him anything. He booked a flight to Miami. He's like, "You're coming."
Is that not scary? They just found your information.
I mean, the guy is like, just I don't know if I can say it. He's Jewish, so he can do anything. Like he's very, I don't know. Like they have a Jewish website where they figure out all the information, and like he was able to just figure out my birthday, my full name, everything.
Oh my gosh!
And he got my flight booked. He forced me to come, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I started doing IRL content, and then I went in a bunch of eras where I was, doing anything for views, like being an absolute piece of shit, doing whatever it took to get a view and a like, which worked, right? Like it did well, led to a bunch of hate. Realized that at some point in my life, like in my heart, like this is not what I want to do. Like I'm gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna do the type of content I want to do, which is
oh my goodness, like, the microphone is connected. No. Last time, the last video I commented on, the microphone was not connected. So I'm not
doing a bunch of like just normal things, like instead of just going out and being a piece of shit. So took a bit of a decline after I switched up the plan, switched up what I was gonna do, and now I feel like I'm doing better than ever, and I'm just, bro, I'm having a blast. So
all right, I gotta ask you. You faked your death when you were 14.
Yep.
What gave you that idea?
I've been wanting to do that for a long time now.
Like literally, like I wanted views. Like I was like, I want views. Like I want to blow up. I want to go viral. And I was like, let me do it. I was literally like in a Walmart and I posted the video and I was so excited. I was like, oh yeah, let's do it.
Wait, what exactly did you do to like fake your death?
I was just saying like, I don't know how many days I have to live. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Pray for me. Bro, looking back at it, it's really messed up. It honestly is. I was a kid and I didn't know any better, obviously, but it was really messed up and my digital footprint it's stuck for life. So
okay, if you weren't streaming, then what would you do? What would you do if you weren't streaming? Doctor?
Yeah.
Okay, what if you couldn't be a doctor? Then what would you do?
I had no plan, bro. Like, other than that, like, once I realized how many years it took to be a doctor, I was like, all right, this out the window.
Yeah, let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Neon. Pigs. Ah. Yeah, this is too. Yo, this is jokes. Oh my goodness. I'm only clicking on this one video, so let's hope this is it. That is so freaking funny. Tell my way. I'm sorry. We gotta make sure. That is so funny. Alright, we're just gonna click it. I gotta be okay. You will not be seeing me.
What's up, guys? I don't have time to talk.
What is he, yo?
There's no time to talk. I cannot explain what's happening right now. I'll explain it in a second. Hold on, guys.
There's no way people believe this.
I don't have time to talk, yo. This is, oh my god. Okay, I'm about to leave right now before my parents come back home because I need to tell you, I gotta leave right now. And then, there's nothing much more I could say. I'm about to leave right now, but I have to go.
This is terrible acting.
Before I leave, I love you, setup. I love you. I'm gonna miss my setup. I don't know when I'll be back. I'm sorry, guys. I don't even know when I'll be back. But I gotta go. Alright, y'all, hold on. I forgot something. Before I leave, I gotta keep infamous boxing us. If anyone tries to get in my way, they're getting knocked out, baby. Alright, let's go.
I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a smart play, bro. And now apparently
just in case if anyone tries to get in my way of leaving, I gotta practice. I gotta get ready for, get ready for the real world, man. Let's go.
Hey, man. I think he did a great job, man. He did a great job. This is not the video we were supposed to watch, but...
Oh, I'm out. Alright, y'all. I'm finally far away. I can finally explain exactly what's happening right now. Oh my, I'm going the wrong way. Listen, I'm far
What is he
away
doing?
from my house. You know, my
He's
parents
acting.
anymore. So listen, this is what happened, y'all. This is what happened, okay? Hold on, I'm gonna just stop, cause I can't even believe I'm doing this, bro. This is the first time I've ever done this, bro. Listen, y'all. Listen.
He's
I
acting.
can't believe I'm doing this right now. Oh my.
These are the type of videos that blew him up.
I raged, bro. I raged. I punched a hole in my wall. And you know, my parents weren't having it, bro. I punched a hole in my wall, and my parents were not having it. So they said, yo, you know what? They took my PS4, they unplugged my PS4, and they said, you know what? I'm sending you to a mental hospital. And I was like, are you serious? I was like, okay, all right, bet. So you see, they don't know I'm here, bro. But I left the house right now. I left the house, and I don't know if I'm ever coming back, bro. If I don't come back, bro, I might have to never post a video again on my YouTube. I don't know what to do, bro. I'm kind of scared. I've never done this before, but you know, there's always a good time to do new things. You know, I never. Oh, I gotta go.
What does he say here?
And
Oh my goodness, he got his little brother in on it.
my parents, since he rages so much, like it's kind of annoying, but I still love him at the same time. And they're making him go to a mental hospital. So
Oh my
he
goodness.
really wanted me to make this.
That is alright. Wow.
It was like I either do this, or like I don't know, because I have no book smarts at all. Because I was barely in school, COVID hit, everything. I probably have the I have the education of like a 9th grader.
No.
No, like the book smart wise. Like,
Okay.
Until like after 9th grade, I just like nothing. And then my school, because I was so sick and they felt really bad for me, my school actually like rigged my grades to help me graduate. Like I didn't do anything the last 2 years.
Whoa.
Yo,
Like, I
people
didn't
ate
do
that up,
Any
bro.
tests,
I
I
can't
didn't do
believe
nothing.
that
I
acting
didn't
was
learn
awful.
anything. And they let me walk. They let me do everything.
I'm
How
gonna
do
grab
you
a
deal
Pop
with the
Tart.
hate when you are faced with hate? How have you dealt with it? But specifically, how do you deal with hate when it comes your way?
It's so crazy because my peak hate was when I was blacked out, so I don't remember what I was. It's so scary, bro. I don't remember so much, and like when I'm on stream, my adrenaline is so high, so like I also don't remember a lot of stuff when I'm streaming.
Yeah.
It's like it puts you like when I'm streaming, I'm in a different zone, like an entirely different. It's like a different dimension. It feels really weird, bro. But just in general, I mean, scrolling, seeing hate, I don't. At first, it was getting to me when I was a kid, but I really stopped caring. Like it was so much and it was so bad and like so far gone in my eyes. What I thought, like I was like, this is done. Like I'm just gonna always be the kid that gets hate. To where I literally just stopped caring. I was
Wow.
like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna keep them off. I don't care anymore.
I feel like not even just the hate, but in general, like your life's been on social media for what, more than a decade, you said? So,
Yeah.
or almost a decade. So, I mean, mental health's got to play into a little bit of this, and with how much you travel and just the chaos of life. I mean, has your mental health been affected by all this?
That's like the number one thing I struggle with, especially like now, like currently. Like my biggest fear is like living with regret. It's like not trying my hardest, not doing what I have to do. So if there's a stream tomorrow, like no matter what, if I have a stream tomorrow in Africa and it's a banger stream, I'm going. Like 1 hour notice, I'm going. Like when I streamed with Kanye, it was a 2 hour notice. It was late at night. Like it was like 3 a.m. He's like, get on this flight right now. I'm booking it for you. I packed within 15 minutes and went right away. There's like 3 layovers. He's like, this is the only flight, 3 layovers, whatever. Like in my head, I do whatever it takes to get what I want. And like, I really do believe in myself and I want to be the best at what I do. So I'm really hard on myself, like very, very hard. I overbook my schedule. I try to like fill in every day when it's not healthy. Like it's very tough. Very, very, very tough.
Wait, do you want that to change? Like, I mean, deep down, like let's ignore your just hard work mentality and stuff like that. I guess hyperfixating on how you feel. Would you rather it not be that way?
Yeah, I mean, ideally, I wouldn't want to deal with all the stress. Like I'm like, yeah, just overstressed. But in my head too, like I don't want to lose everything I built. So it's a really bad mindset that I need to figure out. But I don't know. Like people told me to get a therapist. I'm not getting a therapist. So,
Dude, I heard this quote the other day, and it's kind of challenged me a little bit. And I'm gonna like totally butcher the quote, but it was something along the lines that like if you build a company and you disappear from the company and the company can't function, it's not a company, it's a prison. Is the way that he talked about it. Now, and we were like kind of talking about it in here a little bit. Like, okay, you stream, right? So there's an aspect where you have to show up and like be on the stream.
yeah.
But like what happens in the time period outside of you streaming, you know, are you burning out? Or in the context of this, like outside of us filming a podcast or us going in the street, like am I burning out? Am I doing all this stuff? Because I'm the same way, dude. I'm from Georgia, and so north of Atlanta. I'm from a small country town, so I grew up. My parents are kind of redneck, and I just I've always like.
I can believe that.
Yeah, you can believe that. What made you believe that?
Maybe the accent. A little bit.
You can hear it.
Yeah,
just a little bit. I feel like when I say some words, you can hear it. And you know, I've always had that same mentality where it's like I like to work hard and I like to do that, you know, and you know, you get to reap what you sow kind of vibe. But at the same time, that's something that I have a hard time balancing too. Maybe not the mental health side, and I can kind of get into that maybe with you in a little bit, but more so just the busyness side, you know?
Do you like give yourself breaks?
Yeah, I do. I try to schedule it out more for sure. Like I'm about to go on, I have like a big vacation I do with my family and my wife every year, and like that's coming up and stuff like that. So we're preparing. So that's one of the reasons why I told you earlier we're going to be gone for a little bit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think, man, I just think for me, I just recognized that there were a lot of things that I was doing that I didn't need to do, or that I could delegate and trust someone. I don't know about you, but maybe you can relate. Sometimes it can be hard to trust people with a vision that you have. Like, I don't know if you feel that way, but like I'll get a vision of something and it's like hard for me to trust other people with that vision because I'm like, do you fully know
Are they gonna do it the right
what I'm
way?
picturing in my brain, or do you understand? I don't know if you feel that way.
I think a lot of creators feel that way. I mean, like for me, I like doing everything direct. So like I don't want to like I want to handle a lot of stuff myself, but my team is great. Like they're really, really good, and they help me like take away a lot of the stress, even though I still have a lot left.
Wait, what all do you do?
For me?
Yeah.
So for me on my end, bro, you know, it's crazy. Like my life, if I'm not streaming, I'm planning a stream or traveling to a stream. Like I don't do anything else. So I'm on the phone with my team, with my friends even who help me, like just like for out of love. We're thinking of ideas. We're thinking of what to do. I'm the one reaching out to all these people. Like all the collabs I get are just me like talking to people, building relationships, like knowing this guy who knows this guy, and then you meet this guy, and then just going out and just hustling, just getting whatever I can, like at all costs. So for me, just like my main thing is just networking, meeting people, and then the ideas thing, like that's one thing I lack. Like my creative mind is terrible. I can execute an idea if an idea is given to me, but I can't think for anything, which is, you know, not good because I'm a streamer, but here we are. So I have someone like people who help me with ideas. I don't do any of the ideas at all, but mainly just that side. And then it's just, I would say the main thing that is just brutal is the traveling. Like I've gone to like from city to city to city to city, like day after day. So like you're going to a city 6 a.m. or like whatever, 6 a.m. flight. You land after a few hours, 9 a.m., check in early to a hotel. Like you're on no sleep because you're staying up to the flight. The only sleep you get is like 2-3 hours on the plane. And then you check into the hotel, and then right when you check in, you have to leave for the stream. So it's just, it's been, and that's how it is every day. It's like day. It's just no sleep. My eyes are closed. I had to like get eye drops prescribed to me to like help keep my eyes open because I'm so tired.
What the heck?
Yeah, like this, it's bad.
Wait, does that not like affect your Crohn's and stuff too?
I mean, yeah, bro, my health is like, it's, dude, I've been blessed. Like my Crohn's hasn't like flared up crazy like it used to. But if I keep going like this, it definitely will come. So I definitely need to figure this out.
Shoot, bro. Yeah, dude, I used to, I mean, definitely not to that extreme, but I used to do like traveling like that a ton. And then I would get super sick after, like really sick, down for the count.
Yeah, I mean, like, bro, every like 10 days, I get sick. Like whether it's like a fever or something, whatever it is, I get sick and then I just push through it. Like I don't even, like I don't take a day off. I'm sick and I keep going. It's really bad, bro.
So with all that going on, and you know, again going back to that mental health side of things, like do you struggle with a lot of mental health?
I honestly don't even like think about that. Like I just like I'll be stressed and like whatever, but I just push through it. Like I don't sit back and be like, damn, like I'm not happy right now in life or like whatever it is. I mean, sometimes like I'll have to talk to my chat, like, and you know, rarely, but then they get mad when I talk about it, so I just leave it alone. But yeah, I don't really think like I don't feel bad for myself. Like I signed myself up for this. Like, this is what I wanted. I'm living my dream.
Because he's always talking about how his chat doesn't want the best for him. I'm starting to think maybe that's just instilled.
Because it's like in the streaming game, like they look at you like a robot. Like they look at you like a video game. Like and they're controlling a video game. Like and they're controlling the game. Like they just want to see you do what they want, and they don't care. They don't care that you're a person. They don't care about your emotions. They don't care about your feelings. You're there for their entertainment. You're like, it's like a circus.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But then there is some people that are cool and care about you, and like that's like you do find that, but a huge percent of the people are just watching you to either like see something crazy happen on stream, see something bad happen to you. But you know, there are people that want to see good for you too. But it's a balance.
So is that why you bring security around?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would never. Actually, I'm going to the World Cup game after our stream at SoFi with no security. So let's see how that goes. It's my first time I'm going no security because they couldn't get a ticket from.
What?
It was like, yeah, there's no tickets available. So I have to go no security. And I haven't done that in like years.
Oh my goodness.
It's crazy you brought that up. I'm so scared.
Wait, so good thing. Imagine we post this immediately after we get done and we say that. That would be crazy. No, so tell me about like, when did you start bringing security around? Is it, and I gotta ask, is it because your life is actually at threat, or is it because too many people will mob you?
No, I don't care about that. Like, I'll never say no to a picture no matter what, like, at all. But I don't care about the mobbing. I don't care about that because these people no one's gonna do anything. They're kids or they're like older people who are just there to support you. But the main problem with streaming is, I mean, they like your live location is broadcast every second.
Yeah.
So like they can happen. Like there's been times where like there's one time where I got jumped on stream by 7 people. Like there's 7 dudes masked up. I was in a Sprinter van. They came from up on the hill, down the hill. They didn't see me in the car. They saw my manager at the time, and they like just like battered his face like completely. Like this is real, like all real shit. Like all on camera, all on stream. Some people thought it was fake at the time, but then actual footage came out and stuff. They saw it was real. But yeah,
What?
So situations like that.
So, manager. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. No. No. Over here? No. Me, I used to go through so much, bro. Whatever. I can't.
I feel like the main thing is I'd rather safe than sorry. I'd rather spend all my money and keep my life safe.
No, for sure. Wait, so these guys came in masks and they beat up your manager.
Yeah.
Trying to get to you.
Yeah.
Did they get to you or no?
No, they didn't see me in the Sprinter. They like mistimed it completely.
Whoa.
I was in the Sprinter van and they walked right past it. The door was open. They didn't see me.
Oh my god.
It was I thought it was over, and then we closed the door, blacked out the Sprinter, and I was just sitting there. I was like, oh, these people are about to kill me.
Wait, so and then what? And was security with you then?
No, my security guard. This might like one of my first security guards I hired. He was downstairs smoking a blunt while I was outside.
Oh my!
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wait, so what were those
That's
guys
terrible.
doing it for? They wanted like clicks. They wanted views.
Nah,
or they
someone was recording in the back, so they got paid off to do it. Someone that didn't like me at the time probably did it. So yeah, they were definitely paid off. I mean, dude, money. It's just this world is.
Dude,
you can
that's
get anything you want with
insane.
money. It's so sad, but
That's insane, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never.
It's very
that situation
proud
could have gone
people.
left. They've had good security.
Watch
Someone
your
paid them off,
stream.
right? Whoever it is, it could have gone
Don't want the
really
best for
serious.
him.
Like, if I had good security, obviously they're carrying. They could have shot someone. They could have got shot. Like, it could have been
Yeah, I don't know if
crazy.
And your manager now, I mean, I'm assuming he's not with you anymore.
I don't know if that's the
How do
case.
So did he leave?
I mean, I'll watch
shortly
it. I would
after
want the
that?
best
No,
for
no,
him.
no, no.
You
No,
know.
he hung around.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Just
So I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Like
Well, at least he
I
didn't
was
let
saying
that
earlier.
define the situation, you know.
Okay. I was saying earlier that it's possible that his chat used to be like that, and he hasn't actually looked at what his chat wants for him recently. It's just engraved in his head that his chat is the same. That's a possibility, is what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is nice, but
At the end of the day, I mean, it was the security's fault. Like, if security was there in that moment, like, bro, these people didn't have guns. They were like 17, 18-year-old kids that just had their fists, literally. So if someone flashed a gun at them, they would have freaked out
yeah.
completely.
Dang, dude. Wow, that's actually insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, that's wild.
That's why I need security. But like, I mean, even when I walk out in public off stream, I still have security. It's just, it's a lot, and I really do have a fear. Like, this world is so messed up, and I've seen so much shit to where I don't even want to, like, one crazy person, one maniac could can ruin your life. And
Oh, no,
I don't even want to take the risk.
No, totally. I mean, we don't have someone with us all the time, maybe like you do, but we have a team because we get threats all the time. I've had my address leaked. I get mail at where I'm originally from.
Oh wow.
All this stuff. Yeah, we've had some crazy encounters. We've done like maybe a handful of streams. This was so dumb on me, but this was Chris warned me. So we were gonna start streaming the stuff live because people thought our videos were fake. They thought we were faking like the interactions with people.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, we'll just like live stream it and then we're chilling. And we were going down because we were in Chicago, and I was like, oh yeah, like what? He's like, do you want me to point the camera down? And I was like, no, like it's fine. And then literally you could see where we were staying in the background, and then people showed up. Dude showed up, like got inside the building. It was like I don't know how to explain it. It was like an Airbnb, but like multiple townhomes, not apartments and stuff. He like got inside and he was kind of like stalking us.
Oh my God.
It was interesting.
Yeah, I got you.
But aside from that idiotic decision I made, I mean, aside from that, it was, I mean, we'll get threats too, but I think that's so fascinating. You're absolutely right. It just takes one person to make something go wrong.
Exactly. And I honestly, I'm thinking about getting a second guy now. I was just at Rodeo, and a bunch of people were taking pictures, whatever it is. I was walking with my brother. I brought my little brother from Houston to LA just so we can have some fun. And it was like, there's a lot of people, probably like maybe like 10, 15 people that were just standing there waiting, whatever. And then a group of like 100 kids pulled up, all like in bikes, and they all started rushing. It, like not like in a bad way. Like they liked me. Yeah. But like, I was so scared. Yeah. I had one security guard. I was like, what is about to happen? Like, if all these kids try to do something to me, we're cooked. What are we going to do? So, yeah. I mean, security is like a big thing for me. I get really, really paranoid. Extremely paranoid. Like now I live in a penthouse. I don't even live in a house. I can't do it anymore. Like I need like layers of security. I feel so unsafe no matter where I'm at. Okay. And earlier you were talking about how you came out to LA and then you started smoking weed. Yeah. When did you stop smoking weed? I would say honestly, maybe like 6
months ago. I knew it.
That's great though.
Well, yeah, but
yeah, I mean that's better.
Even then, I was like slowly winding down. But it's just dude. It's crazy because when I smoke, it helps me. Like I feel like I can't think through anything like properly when I'm sober. But when I was smoking, it was able to help me think through situations. Like for example, like if there's someone in my life that shouldn't have been in my life. And I was just like, in my head, I was like, no, this can't be true. Like, I need this person. When I would smoke and I would think, I'd be like, what am I doing? I'm tripping. And then when I would get out of it, I would just go back to normal. So that's like one of the reasons too. I was smoking a lot, just helping me like think through life because I was making so many mistakes. I was doing so many wrong things. But yeah, like, I stopped. I can't do it. It's just so bad. Bro.
So let's talk about the decision making thing. Do you have a big friend group circle or do you have a small circle, a tight
Very
circle?
Small circle. One problem I deal with too is I can't make decisions like for myself at all. Like I ask for opinions, too many opinions. Like I don't go with my gut sometimes, and I listen to what other people say. I mean, because everyone around me knows what's best for me, but I feel like that's not the best. I need to be able to make a decision for myself instead of asking for opinions. Like, what do I do? What do I do?
And are these people like people that you've known for a while?
Yeah.
Or new people?
Yeah, known for a while. Like I honestly like. I keep the same people around that I've known for years and years and years and years, and I'll always keep them next to me and close to me because they were with me before a lot of this stuff came about. So yeah, like I mean, I obviously talk to new people and everything, but like my closest guys are just people I've known for a while. Like,
so are you someone that gives trust and lets it be broken, or someone that makes trust be built over time?
No, I don't trust people at all.
Okay, yeah, that's the third option. Yeah, just don't trust them.
Bro, I'm always just so careful. I always keep one eye open. Like people have such bad motives, and people are just so messed up, bro. That's why I just stay to myself. Like I really try to just stay to myself and like be alone as much as I can because I just don't want to deal with any of that.
Is that hard being alone a lot?
Yeah, it gets lonely. Yeah. I have a dog, so like she gives me company, but I'm not home too much, so that sucks too.
Wait, what kind of dog you got?
It's a little Cavapoo.
Okay.
She's like
it's a
12
bougie
pounds.
Dog.
Yeah,
Cavapoo.
Yeah, I said bougie.
Yeah, bro. Speaking of that, bro, when you stream, these people upcharge you. I got charged $7,500 for a $3,000 dog.
Wait,
I had no idea. It was in Vegas.
Wait, where did you buy it off a breeder?
No, it was just is it a breeder? I don't, it was a place with a bunch of dogs. It was like a nice place with a bunch of dogs.
Oh, see, that's where you went wrong, bro. I bought both my pets off Craigslist.
Seriously?
Dude. Yeah, Craigslist.
And they're probably the best things ever. Right?
I mean, they're amazing. I got my dog Moses, who's incredible, and then we just got a cat the other day. His name's Michael.
I think he's shaking. I don't think he likes your dog, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't like Moses, but I like Moses. He's great. He's a mini golden doodle.
Okay.
And then we have a cat now. His name's Michael.
Oh, a cat.
But we got them off Craigslist and we got them pretty cheap. And
how much?
Our dog was $600.
Oh, okay.
Like, isn't that a steal? And at the time, it was like before we had done social media, and I had no money, and I was living with roommates, so we split in 3 ways.
Wait, but the roommates let you keep the dog?
Well, I paid them off.
Oh wow.
So I gave them money back. So we each put in $200 to get our dog Moses.
Seems crazy.
And then
you pay them off to keep the dog.
Well, at the time, like, we got the dog, and then one of my roommates, who he's now married too, but he just like stopped taking care of the dog like 6 months in.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, and he was kind of like, whatever. So I just went ahead and paid him money, and then the guys kind of decided that when I got married, I'd probably take the dogs. Then we got married, and then I paid my other roommate off.
Makes sense. So do you live with just you and your wife?
Yeah, now we do.
Okay.
But before, we had never lived together before we got married.
Yeah.
We waited, which was awesome. But yeah, dude, we have a dog and a cat, and yeah, you'll have to see them sometime. They'd love you, bro. They'd love you,
Okay.
especially Moses, bro. Moses would love you.
Is the dog aggressive?
No. He's super sweet.
Okay. You're not lying, right?
No, I'm not, bro. I would not lie to you.
I feel like you wouldn't lie. Like, you can't lie.
Dude, I know. I would be.
Lying's a sin.
It is a sin, bro. And I would be hurting God's heart right now if I was lying to you. You would love Moses, seriously.
Okay.
Let's see his dog real quick. Yeah, maybe we can't see it. Maybe I have to go on Instagram. Let's try that. Bat one. Chicken soup. Let's see what the dog that is. Oh my goodness, dude, how do I do this? Here we have the picture of his dog. Where? Oh, there it goes. I think he said he has 2 dogs, but I think if he had 2 dogs, he would have pictures of both dogs. Oh, there he goes. So I imagine this is one of his dogs. Yeah. He preached to some furries recently. Yeah, we're furries.
Yeah, I would not lie to you. Do you like cats?
I got a foreign Bengal, which is like a exotic crazy cat.
What happened
it's
to
like a $5,000 cat. I had my family watching the cat because it was just too much. This cat like jumps from corner to corner of your room at like 5 a.m. Like it's just the most obnoxious thing ever. So
wait, why did you get it in the first place?
I don't know, bro. I was bored. I was like, you know what? Let's do it.
Okay,
let's do it. But now like my family's
wait. Those are the ones that get really big, right?
I don't think they get too big, but they resemble. They have like the same mannerisms of dogs, kind of. But they're crazy. They're like,
oh, I know which one that is. I'm thinking of the cats that get like super big. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, yeah, I thought but I know which one you're talking about. That's interesting. And your parents, they live in the States now?
Yeah, I live in Houston. I was born and raised in Houston. They're still over there.
Oh, dude, I like Houston. We went there for the first time in the early spring.
What part of Houston? Do you remember?
Downtown. We did an event. Like we were on a live podcast tour. We did an event at a venue down there. But it was super fun, dude. Houston was cool.
Yeah, Houston's cool. I mean, it's very low key. I was like very sheltered growing up, so I didn't even leave the house unless I went to school. So I didn't really see much. Like I haven't even gone out to a club or anything in Houston. Do you go out at all?
I've never been to a club before.
Seriously?
Never been to a club.
That should be our stream. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm
Dude, if we
kidding.
show up to a club, I'd probably leave the stream, dude. I'd just walk away. Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
man.
I'm not a club guy. I'm not a party guy.
What about like but you don't drink? I was gonna say a bar.
No, I mean, like, I've never had a drink before, but I'll like the other day when the Knicks game was still going.
Yeah.
I like went like over here to like a sushi spot and I like sat at the bar to watch the game.
It's not the same.
No, it's not the same
I'm talking
thing.
about like a full on bar, where there's music going.
No,
that's
Neon,
not
no.
me. I'd go with you to like
Get
a
your
karaoke night
dick
though,
skull.
somewhere that's like a saddle ranch.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, Saddle
Where
Ranch.
it's like a little in between, you know, it's like a
That's cool.
restaurant and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I would go there and hang out, but yeah, I'm not really like a bar goer,
You're so wholesome, man.
party goer. Well, my
Hey,
vices
Sam.
were other things than
Yeah.
drugs and alcohol, so I had some other struggles. But maybe it seems
What do you struggle with?
well. Currently, right now, I've always struggled with people pleasing. Like I care so much with what people think. So
Okay.
I asked you how you deal with hate comments because sometimes it hurts me, sometimes it doesn't bother me. I struggle with trusting people. I struggle a lot with that. I also struggle with like how I see myself.
Okay.
Like when I look at myself in the mirror, I struggle with like the way I view myself and I don't know, just positively seeing myself the way that I believe God sees me. I really struggle with that. But in terms to like vices, dude, I haven't really struggled with vices in forever. So before I was a Christian, I became a Christian when I was 17.
Oh, you weren't born Christian?
Well, I mean, I grew up in going to church and I went to a private Christian school.
Yeah.
But like there would be a lot of people where I was from that would tell me how to live my life one way, but then they were doing the total opposite of what they were telling me to do. So
Okay.
I had a problem with it. And I was like, if that's what Jesus is like, I don't want it. And then I would see a lot of hypocrisy. There was like a church in my hometown where the pastor like cheated on his wife and stole money and ran. And I'm like, that's a mouthpiece for God. And then you did that. Like, I don't want anything to do with that. And then when I got to the 8th grade, my granddad got pancreatic cancer. And my parents were telling me that I needed to go to the hospital and like talk to him about Jesus because I went to private Christian school and that's what it was like. But I didn't really care about Jesus. So I didn't go. And he had passed away in the hospital. And so I blamed God for killing my grandfather. And so after that moment, I had already struggled a little bit with depression and anxiety, but I really spiraled into deep depression and anxiety. I battled with it every day. And just how I saw myself, I tried to find myself in sports and in other people. I didn't do drugs or alcohol, but I really struggled with like watching porn and like making bad decisions with girls and stuff like that because I thought I was trying to figure out what love was and I was looking for it in those avenues. And so from like 8th grade till I was 17, I just battled with the depression and anxiety. And then at 17 on Christmas Day, I was going to take my life.
Oh, wow.
Because I thought it was the only way to get the depression and anxiety to go away. And then I was going to take my life, dude. No one preached to me. No one said anything to me about Jesus. I had a supernatural encounter with Jesus. Stopped me from taking my life.
Wow.
And so that's when I prayed to Jesus and I said, okay, if you're real, take away my anxiety and depression because this is why I want to die. And I haven't had it since that day. It's been over 5 years.
That's crazy.
So that was like my foot in the
Amen.
door with like actually following Jesus. Because there's like a lot of people that say that they're Christian, but then if you look at the fruit of their life, you might be like, you probably don't really mean what you say you mean.
Yeah, I mean, it's
you
in
know?
all religions.
Yeah, that happens everywhere,
Yeah.
not just Christianity, but you get that. So for me, that was like the turning point where I was like, I want to make everything I do about Jesus. I want to glorify him with everything that I do because I really believe he's the one that saved my life. And I had that moment. And so that's when I started. That's why I started talking about Jesus online because I felt like I had found the antidote to my problems. And you know mistakes that you've made no one else knows. I know mistakes I made that no one else knows. So I felt like if Jesus could do it for me, he could do it for literally anyone because I definitely felt like the most broken human being on the planet. So that was kind of where that started for me. But I struggled with all that stuff before I was a believer. But when I started following Jesus, I had stopped watching porn, but I still struggled with turning back to girls sometimes when I would like, I was starting to follow Jesus and then I would go through something at home or I was starting to follow Jesus or I would get hit with this hardship or something would creep up on me. And that took a while for me to get out of. And then, moved out to LA, started chasing Jesus really hard. And then I met my wife out here and it was beautiful.
How did you meet your wife? Because I feel like in today's day and age, it's so hard to find the right girl. Like, especially with everything I'm around, it's very tough.
Well, I actually knew my wife. So my wife's from Georgia too.
Oh, same town?
Town next door, but she went to a really big public school.
Okay.
And I went to a small private Christian school, and she was really beautiful and popular, and I was not beautiful and popular. So like we knew where the pretty girls went to school, and so like I just like kind of knew who she was, but didn't she didn't know who I was. So then I moved out to LA. One of my old roommates used to run a Bible study out here. I'd been out in LA for over a year, about a year and a half, and then one day she shows up to the Bible study at my apartment. I start freaking out on the inside because I'm like, this girl I always thought was beautiful from afar is in my apartment right now for a Bible study, and introduced myself to her, and then that's where we met. That's where we hit it off. But I gave it some time. So we met November 1st, but I waited till like late January to officially ask her out, and we hung out in a lot of group settings because I wanted to know what she was like around other people. I wanted to know her heart. I also didn't know if she was Christian because I wanted her to be a Christian, because if she's not Christian, then we're going to butt heads on some stuff. And so I had to see if she loved Jesus and what that looked like. And she far exceeded any expectations or assumptions that I had. So I think all that helped. But mainly, I would say, dude, honestly, having the Bible as a source to gauge not just someone else, like not like me using the Bible and looking at you and going,
Today
oh
is
man, Neon,
Tuesday?
you're such a this, or oh, you're doing good at this. I just mean in general, like the Bible is such a good gauge for me to know where someone's heart is at with Jesus, you know, and then I can go, okay, wow, like I'm looking at what you're doing here. And I have flaws too, like I make mistakes. So, you know, it's nice to have someone that can sharpen you and challenge you. And my wife, she keeps it real. She don't hold back. So sometimes it stings, but it's good. So that's how we met.
Where were you at when you proposed? Like, what was it? What was the setting?
I did it in Malibu.
Ooh,
I rented an Airbnb that had a backyard and it like overlooked the ocean.
that's sick.
Yeah, dude, it was super cool.
And when was this?
I got engaged late October or late October.
Wow. And you're 22.
Yeah.
Bro, I tell, like, when I'm on stream, I tell my people, like, I want to get married early, and they're like, no, you're tripping. But I feel like
Young marriage is lit, bro.
Yeah, right?
It's lit. Yeah, commitment is epic. Being committed to someone, making a covenant with someone, it's awesome. Wait, how old are you?
21.
Oh, okay, cool. Wait, when's your birthday?
August 13th.
Oh, is
2004, yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like people born in June shouldn't have a birthday?
What? Wait, hold on. What month?
Just to specify.
June?
Oh.
Just to specify, young marriage is lit. Just make sure for the right person before you get married, man. You know, make sure you're the right person you want to be before you get married. No leg, because that's what's going to cause a lot of foundation problems. What is Tuesday?
I mean, are one of y'all born in June?
Are you born in June? Oh, okay, good. All right. Do you think anyone born in June?
Nah, it's so random. Why would you think that?
I don't know. I just don't know anyone that has a birthday in June.
In June.
Like, do you know anyone that has a birthday in June?
Damn, like they're gonna be watching and there's gonna be a June birthday and they're gonna be like, wow, this guy's a piece of shit.
I'm sorry if you have a June birthday.
If you're born in June, you don't matter. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I've never heard of a June birthday.
I've never heard of June birthday either.
Wait,
it just kind of made me think.
May, no, not May, June, July. No, I have not.
I know, right? I always hear a lot of people have birthdays in like August, October. I know a lot of people with October birthdays. I know a lot of people with November birthdays. I know a lot of people with January birthdays, but nothing in June.
Question: Do you believe in like signs and stuff? Do Christians believe in that?
I don't know when it was filmed, but it got posted yesterday.
No. Yeah, we don't believe in that.
I don't believe in that either.
You're like, okay, cool, yeah.
I'm just trying to understand. Believe in that, like zodiac. Question: Do you believe in like signs and stuff? Do Christians believe in that, like zodiac signs?
No.
Okay.
No. Yeah, we don't believe in that.
I don't believe in that either.
You're like, okay, cool, yeah.
I'm just trying to understand.
Do you feel like you're in control with your life?
Meaning, like I can make my own decision. Like I can
in every aspect of your life. Like, do you feel like you're in control?
Nah.
Yeah.
Not really. I feel like my work has a control of my life. Like something that I can't. Like I can't control it. Like I can't control. Like me. Like I have to stream. Like I have to do this. I have to travel. I have to do that. I don't. I feel like I don't have the control.
He's young. What do you mean?
I don't have the power in me to even say no. Like if I have a good stream, I have to do it. I can't take breaks. Like in the streaming world, 1 week is like 2 months because it moves like this. It moves so fast.
Now, Space Guy, you're getting old.
Remember that? I don't think no.
Does that scare you?
Like I said, I just try not to think about it, but now I got to think about it. Thank you, bro. Thanks, man. No, I'm kidding.
You're not gonna stay young forever.
Yeah, it's really unhealthy. It's not good. And a lot of people don't like see this side, and they think like, oh, this guy's just over here streaming, meeting these people, going viral, whatever, making money. But like, there's a lot that like it takes a toll on you. It really does. And like, you're a human. We're all humans. Like we all, no matter what we're doing in life, no matter like LeBron James is a human. Like we're all the same. So we all deal with the same problems.
Yeah. Do you feel like what you're doing right now fulfills you?
That's I was having this conversation recently. Actually, like I don't think I've ever in life as of right now like truly been like fulfilled, like to where I feel like at peace. Like no matter, and I always thought what would make me fulfilled was like views. Like when I'm become one of the biggest streamers, when I make this money, I'm gonna feel like so happy. And like it's cool, like it's fun, like yeah, like I got what I wanted, but like true fulfillment and feeling at peace, like nah, it hasn't given me that.
Do you want the true
The
fulfillment?
privilege is
I just don't know. Like I mean, that's where I have to go to God.
waking up
And I
every
used to
day,
be like really like religious,
having a
to be
second
honest.
chance
Like,
to
but back
better
at
your
home,
relationship with
and
God.
I really feel like this is
man.
one of the reasons why I'm here where I'm at today. Is like I literally would sit down and I would like cry and pray, and I'm like, God, please, like this is all I ever want. Like all I want in life is to become one of the biggest streamers. Like please, 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 I would do it every single day. And then did it, left home, like achieved what I wanted to achieve, and then just stopped praying.
Wow.
Yeah, like I just stopped. Like I feel like I still struggle with this. Like there's so many distractions. There's so much wrong things around me. There's so much stuff I have to deal with, and like there's some stuff I don't want to like put on stream, and I do, and I still deal with that. Like for example, like there was an era when I was putting a bunch of OnlyFans girls on stream, which I like completely don't agree with. Like I don't agree with OnlyFans. I don't like any of that stuff at all. I think it's disgusting. But I had to do stuff that I didn't want to do, and I stopped praying, and I got in like a deep hole.
Let me ask you a little bit about that. You said you used to be deep in your religion. You're ethnically and religiously Muslim, and then now where are you at with just faith, religion in general?
I mean, like I obviously believe in God. I do believe in Islam. Like I am a Muslim, but I like stepped away from like all the prayers and stuff. Like for us, we're supposed to pray 5 times a day. Like I haven't been praying much at all, which is disgusting. Like it's terrible. And my mom is really religious. My dad, he's religious too. Like he like volunteers at the mosque every week. My mom, on top of everything, my little brother is even religious. I went to Sunday school for like 6 years. So I was born the right way. My parents did what they could, but just all this stuff it's a lot, and it's so easy to get off the right track. And like there's no excuses, honestly. Like it's in me, and I gotta find it within me, and I'm gonna find it. But like I do believe in God, and I do thank God for everything, but I just need to get back on what I was doing before.
Dude, that fulfillment and peace question is what like rightfully jacked me up before I wanted to take my life, because I went to the private Christian school, so we had to take a Bible class every year. And my junior year, our Bible class was like a world religions class. So the teacher would teach you why the other religions contradicted Christianity or whatever. But then I would go home and research those religions, wondering if they would work for me.
Okay.
And I was like looking into everything, bro. And then all these self-help books, and I couldn't figure out what was working. And I finally got to a place where I was like, if I've got a broken heart and we live in a broken world and I can't even fix my broken heart here, then there's no way I could work my way to perfection. Like there's no way I could build my way up to heaven or work my way up to heaven. And
welcome to my
I
channel.
Think for me, that's why Jesus is so
Streambot.
Attractive.
Welcome to my channel.
One of the names the Bible gives Jesus is the Prince of Peace. Literally,
welcome
that's like a name that they give him. But the Christian perspective of Jesus would say, instead of me doing good because I have to get to heaven, it's I do good because of what Jesus has already done. Meaning, like he's already paid the price. What he did on the cross is righteous and justified and wipes my slate clean as if I've never done anything wrong.
Said
so
this
that
dog is like a baby. I changed my shirt and he drooled on this one to SMH.
Listen, man. Dogs are gonna be dogs. Right? Dog is not worried about whether or not he's drooling on you. Dog is worried about whether or not he's satisfying his owner or being with his owner or her owner. Dogs will be dogs. How do I mute this? Is there any way to mute this? There gotta be okay. Why is there no on? Please. Alright, I don't want to be fixated on this. Yes. No. Anyways, let's
For
finish
me,
up the video.
that's where
and
I
then
get
I'll hop
my
off.
fulfillment now. And so it
Luna
doesn't
Espacito
matter what goes on
said his
out here, or, you know, I mean, we always want everyone to have a, you know, a fun time, even off camera, hanging out and stuff like that. But, you know, if you're just like, man, like, Bryce, you know, you're cool, but like, you're just not my kind of guy. Like that, you know, I'm like, God bless you. But in my heart, I'm content because what Jesus did, you know what I mean? Or what happens if I have a hard week, or if I lose a friend, or if something's going on in my marriage, or,
It's
you know,
facts.
something over here. It's like I have this fulfillment and contentment.
So, in case you missed it, you guys missed it because I know I had TTS on. But he's saying, like, he asked Neon if he feels content with his life. Neon's basic answer was no. And he's explaining why he feels content with his life. Like, even if Neon was to say to him, like, oh, you know, you're just not my type of guy that I want to be friends with and stuff like that, he would be okay with that because he did what he feels like he had to do, like, for Jesus. Therefore, always filling that space in his heart and filling it with content and, you know, stuff like that.
I remember my sophomore year, I had a Bible teacher, and he's like the closest person to a saint I think I've ever met in my life. He asked this question, and I've never forgot it. He said, where do you find your satisfaction, your significance, and what gives you security? And when I ask myself that question, I try to remind myself that a lot, because if I'm in a place now where I try to find my security in something other than Jesus, then it's off. Because then if I try to find my security in, like, I don't know, I'm just going to say money, for example. Mm-hmm. Well, if I die, that's not going to help me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, or if I try to get satisfied by what you think about me, well, you know, I love you, but, you know, I could change my opinion about you. You could change your opinion about me. Well, that's like a bad way to gauge if I'm satisfied, because people can change their minds about each other.
Yeah.
And so that's why I've really been attracted to Jesus, because the Bible would say he doesn't change his mind about me. He's the Prince of Peace. He's satisfied my soul, all of these things. And that has given me this sense of like purpose, desire, fulfillment, satisfaction, all of the above, which that's just been a fun journey to be on, you know?
That's cool.
Have you ever been to church?
Yeah, I have been.
What was that like?
I have been. I was in a 2-year relationship with someone who's Christian. Now she's on like a very good path, and she's you know, streaming, talking about God and everything. It's great. But she was getting baptized. So the backstory of that, she was when I first met her, I met her at this house. She was on OnlyFans doing all this stuff, whatever. We met each other, and we went on a whole journey together, whatever it is. She quit, and then we broke off, like, damn, when was this? August. And she's on like a very, very good path. But yeah, I went to church with her for that, and it was cool. I mean, everyone seems very connected. Everyone seems very like they really do believe everything they see, and it was a good experience for sure. And I don't as a Muslim, I don't think there's anything wrong with going to church. Like seeing different religions, there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, dude, I've been to mosque a few times. I've sat in there and had discussions with the imam and stuff like that.
Cool.
Even one like 15 minutes from here and stuff like that. And dude, I love talking with Muslims, because, you know, one thing that I respect about Muslims is that they pray a lot more than some Christians do. They fast a lot more than some Christians do. They give a lot more than some Christians do. So I have a lot of respect for that, because it challenges me. And they know a lot of like the Old Testament, you know, like if you try to go bar for bar on like stuff with them, they know a lot of the Old Testament. So like it challenges you to read your Bible more.
Yeah.
So that's always fun.
Do you have the Bible memorized?
No, I do not have the Bible memorized. But
because the Bible's huge. Is it bigger than the Quran?
Yeah, it's way bigger than the Quran.
So do people memorize the Bible?
I know a guy from my old church when I grew up, where he memorized the whole Gospel of Luke or Matthew, which is like 28 chapters.
Okay.
And he memorized the whole thing, which is a lot. We had to, like, in high school, we had to memorize an entire chapter of the book of Romans, which was a lot. But yeah, I feel like that there's people out there that do that, but I've never gotten that far. I know like sections or verses, but I don't know like.
What's your favorite verse?
Psalm 25, verse 14. It says the friendship of God is for those who fear him.
Can you explain that? Like,
yeah, so like the fear of the Lord in the Bible is not like me hiding and shaking in fear. The fear of the Lord is like a reverent respect for someone. It's like my dad or your dad. Like, you don't listen to your dad because you have to. You do it because you want to, because you love him. Like, you have a reverence for your dad. You have like a respect. Like, you love him, but you respect him.
mm-hmm.
So it's like that fear of the Lord where, like, if I want to become friends with God, then I'm going to have this reverent respect. We're like, yeah, we're friends, but like, you're also my Lord.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, whatever you say, like, I'm trusting your way is better. I'm trusting what you have in store for me is better than what I think. Things like that.
Makes sense.
So what do you think happens when we die?
It's crazy. I was just going to tell you this. I'm afraid of death.
Why?
I'm so scared. And I need to do more research. I need to like tap more into my religion, obviously, because that everything's written, right? Like what's gonna happen after death, all this stuff, which would make me not scared. But yeah, I have like that real fear. Like and I think every day, like, what's the point of me doing all this stuff, like grinding, working my butt off, like doing all this if I'm just gonna it's just like this, like all the money you make, none of it matters. You're gonna lose it like within 1 second. So that's why, like, that's something I struggle with too. Like, what's the purpose? Like, what's the reason for all this?
And do you think it would? So right now, do you think it like goes all black, or you just like
no? I believe in heaven and hell for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just scares me. Like, it really scares me.
And it's scary. Okay, so then let me ask you this: on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being absolutely certain, 1 being not certain at all, how confident are you that you would go to heaven? Maybe like a 7, like 8. Okay.
8. Yeah.
And why is that?
I mean, I think I'm a good person.
Okay.
I think I do the right things, but at the same time, like, and I'll take it back, not 8 or 7, because of this main thing, like all my sins, everything I do wrong.
At least you're being honest.
I've heard and from like what I've been told.
A lot of people out there
is multiplied because of the people that see it. Like,
at least he's being honest, man. A lot of people out there. And don't get me wrong, I'm not the judge. But it's evident that a lot of people who say they're going to heaven might have to like really self-reflect, because man, I'm trying to work my way towards a better relationship with God, and I don't even know if I'm going to heaven, right? They say you go to heaven through having faith that Jesus died for you on the cross and took away your sins. The thing with that is that when you walk in that faith, you start to no longer want to sin. When you intentionally sin, you're not really walking into that faith. Now, this is just my analogy of it, but yeah, because it's not really. You don't have faith that, that God is your God, because God asked you not to do these things. Now, if you're walking in faith, you start to change, and you start not wanting to commit those sins. Now, if you sin after that by accident, there, like, you slip up, the pressure got to you, you finally, that's when, Jesus died for your sin. Pick yourself up and build a better relationship with you and God. But a lot of people out there that like to say, oh, Jesus died on the cross for our sins, he's going to forgive me. Yes, but like, we need that relationship with God. That's for walking faith, having faith in Jesus Christ means walking.
People, if I'm showing something wrong, for example, like, I don't know if I could say, like a girl twerking, like, and like with her ass out, and everyone's looking at it, stuff like that, and there's just like that, like tens of thousands of people looking at it, or I'm just showing the wrong thing, like showing my sins, showing the wrong things is I think that can really mess me up, and that's why I'm slowly trying to switch up my content to where I don't have to do that type of stuff.
Wait, so you feel like you're a 7?
Yeah, man. Dude, I don't know. Am I a 7? Maybe a 6.
Dude, you just
Bro, it's
keep going
lower,
down.
lower. I don't know, dude. I hate thinking about stuff. Like, I just need to lock in. Like, and I keep telling myself I need to lock in, and I'm like slowly locking in. But it's
Okay.
What would you think your number is? I think you're good,
Amen.
bro. You're chilling. Like, you're so good, bro. Like, yo, let's switch lives, bro.
I mean, I think I'm a 10, but not because I think I'm a good person. It's just what I believe about Jesus. That's why I think I'm a 10. Because again, the Christian perspective is not how much good I can do.
Okay.
Right. That's like actually what it's not about.
Oh, so
it's about what Jesus has done. Because we believe from the Christian perspective, we obviously believe that Jesus is God, but we believe he lived a perfect life. So whereas like you and I have never lived perfect life, but he did. So you and I, we've done wrong the same way a murderer deserves to go to jail. We deserve to be punished for our wrongdoing. You believe in heaven and hell.
yeah.
Whereas I just did the 6-7 when I said heaven and hell, but like, you know what I mean? Then, whereas Jesus has done nothing wrong,
Yeah.
but he took one of the most gruesome deaths recorded in human history. And the Bible says, for the joy set before Jesus, he endured the cross. So my immediate question is, okay, if someone is innocent, has never done anything wrong, and lived a perfect life, why would they die the most gruesome death that they didn't deserve?
Yeah.
If that's true. Because in my mind, that doesn't make sense. Like, if I get accused of doing something wrong, I'm the first person that's like, pull up the text messages, pull up the receipts, like, turn on the, I did not say that, I didn't do that. Why didn't he do that? And the Bible says it's because he was thinking about me and you. That the whole reason that Jesus was willing to die on the cross and resurrect is because he loves us so much that he wanted to do whatever it took to have a relationship with us. So now the choice is ours. It's like, if we put faith and trust that what Jesus did on the cross was enough to forgive our sins, then we have eternity with him. And then if we don't put faith and trust in that, it breaks God's heart, but he respects our choice because he doesn't force everyone to believe in him. It breaks God's heart, but he respects our choice, and we spend eternity separate from him. But that's literally my favorite thing about Jesus, because I tried so hard to do whatever I could to just fix my depression and anxiety, and it didn't work. And then the second I surrendered and let Jesus deal with it, that's where I saw the change. And for some people, he doesn't take away their anxiety and depression. There's things that Jesus didn't immediately take out of my life, and that's okay. But the things that he didn't take out of my life keep me dependent on him. And the things that he did take out of my life keep me praising him, because I'm so grateful that he took it out of my life, you know? But I definitely don't think I'm a 10 because I think I'm like a good moral person. No, I want to clear that.
In Christianity, you like, if you're a believer, like, if you believe, then you go to heaven.
Yeah, you're putting faith in what Jesus did on the cross, his death and resurrection. Because even the Bible says, even the demons believe. Right. So then my question is, like, what would make me and you different than the demons? Like, what makes us different? Well, there's a lot of things that make us different than the demons, but I don't want to just be someone, like we talked about earlier, I don't want to be a hypocrite. You know, I don't want to look at you in the face and be like, oh yeah, bro, I love Jesus. And then like we get off camera and I'm like getting drunk and cussing up a storm and like, you know, I'm like acting like I'm not married. Yeah. You know, I don't want to do that. So there's like, you know, there's an aspect of like, what's the fruit on my tree? What fruit do I have on my tree? You know, am I bearing good fruit? The Bible talks about the fruits of the Spirit and then the fruits of the flesh. And I want to be someone that bears good fruit, you know? And the Bible says that let our good works be shown before men, so it gives glory to our Father who's in heaven, which is incredible.
So I saw this one Christian video. It was I think it was Bryce actually with another preacher. I need to remember the guy's name because I thought he was great. I thought he was awesome. But the guy mentioned, he said, remember that text in the Bible. I gotta flip up my chair for this. That text in the Bible that says there will be people getting judged that says Jesus, Jesus, and God will respond, I do not know you. And he mentioned like the only people that would say Jesus, Jesus are the people who are Christian and thought they were going to heaven. And it puts it in perspective, like, why doesn't God know those Christians? And it's because they never built that relationship with God. How are you building a relationship with someone when that person doesn't want, like, you know, that not person, but God doesn't want you to do certain things. He wants you to build a relationship with him. Like, sure, like, he's always open arms, you know, like, we have to be, we are the ones that need to be, you guys get the point. You guys get the point. My point being is that there's going to be Christians that says, Jesus, Jesus, have I not done, you know, let's find the quote, man. We gotta find that. Oh, my freaking neck. I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but I've been like this whole day because my neck is killing me. Woo! Alright, let's open up the Bible app, man. And Google. Oh, I could have just opened up Google AI mode. Where does the Bible talk about the people who will get judged and say, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus? Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. On that, oh, what the heck? This is freaking enter my mouth. This is gross. Yes, but the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. On that day, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? These are Christians that saying that. And cast out demons in your name. Oh my goodness. And even people. Oh my goodness. This gets deeper. These are pastors in your name. And do many mighty works in your name. And then I will declare to them, I never you depart from me. Your workers are your workers of lawlessness. Whoa! All right, man. That's something for us to get into. What happened to your neck? Oh, it's just working out, man. I've just been freaking grinding and poor sleep. Like, I can't get comfortable in my bed, but whatever. We don't need to talk about that. Freaking, let's finish up this video, man. That was crazy.
Like demons could be inside of people.
I think that people
possess people.
I believe in demon possession, but I personally don't think demons can possess Christians.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like, I don't think Christians can be possessed. I think that anyone, whether Christian or not, can be oppressed, meaning like attacked by demons.
What if like you're Christian but you're not like a firm believer, like you're not really religious? Do you think?
Well, I guess it's like how do you define a believer, right? Because when we look at the narrative of Scripture, when Jesus is on the cross before he's dying, he's got two criminals next to him on the cross, and one criminal is like, if you were really the Messiah, you would get us off the cross. And then the other criminal's like, oh, this dude's really the Messiah. Like, I've done a lot of messed up stuff, so just remember me when you get to paradise. And Jesus looks at that guy and he's like, you'll be with me. That guy didn't believe in him for maybe like 30 minutes and then they both died. You know what I mean? Whereas like you and I have lived so much more longer, and I've been following Jesus for 5+ years. So there's an aspect of, is it time that makes someone a believer? No, the Bible says, and you would know this too as a Muslim, like God looks at the heart. He's going to look at the heart and see the heart. You know, I've got a bunch of tattoos and stuff, but like God's looking at my heart. You know, he's seeing my heart posture. Do I actually sincerely love him with my heart? And so the question is not like, are you religious enough? Like, have you done enough stuff for him? It's like the reason why I go to church and I read my Bible and I do these things, it's all out of an overflow of loving Jesus. Like, it's all because I love him. Like, I read my Bible because I want to know him more. I go to church because I want to know him more, and I want to surround myself with more believers. And I talk to people on the street about Jesus because I love God. And we're talking about Jesus right now because, I love him and I want you to know him. And so, you know, it's like that kind of vibe. It's all out of like an overflow of love. if that makes sense.
Yeah, it is.
Care if I pray for you before we leave?
I would love that.
All right, let's do it. Jesus, thank you so much for today, God. Thank you for Neon. Thank you for our time getting to hang out together. God, would you just be with us, guide us, and protect us, Lord? Would you just continue to reach Neon?
Yo, he's really trying to get
give him rest,
awesome,
give him
bro.
vision, give him clarity, give him peace.
Yeah, I think Neon's a
Lord,
great
we
guy,
love you so
man.
much. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Well, and let me set the bar straight real quick. It's not Bryce who's trying to get Neon. It's God that's trying to get Neon. God works through people in order to talk to other people. And it's very important that we understand that God is trying to get Neon. So it's very interesting because Neon could have said, no, I'm not going on that stream. Like, I don't see how that benefits my viewers anyways, stuff like that. But it was in Neon's heart. God put it in Neon's heart. Amen. Oh, this is the other guy I was talking about, the other pastor. This dude is dope. Oh my goodness. I didn't watch because a lot of his sermons are just words. Like, you can't really see him. But, oh my, dude. It was yesterday, actually. On a Monday, I felt like I was in church. Like, I just threw it on because I was like, you know what, let me listen to something. Yeah, it was a great interview. This guy too, man. He's dope, bro. Philip Anthony Mitchell. Fire. I'm going to start keeping up with him a little bit more. Amen. As you can see, man, I have a good thing going on here. Look at this, man. Look at this. This is what my YouTube pops up. Like, people getting fit. God. Like, we got some movies. I don't know why. God, movies, fit. All right, got a little bit of Warzone. Come on now, man. This is great. This is great, man. Anyways, thank you for tuning in, guys. I'm gone. For those of you who don't know, I was actually multi-streaming, so, I'll show you right now. We go home. And right here. See, I was multi-streaming, so I'm also on YouTube these days. Right, I'm back on YouTube. I was multi-streaming, so I'm also on YouTube these days. I'm back on YouTube. Multi-streaming, so I'm also on YouTube. Yo! Corks, how have you been, bro? Yo, what a stud. Yo, what a stud. Come on, can I message this guy? Let me get off stream, man. Alright, man. I'm on stream, man. I hope you guys have a good day. Yeah, I gotta message him back. I gotta let him know that I fully support him, man. And I've been forgave him, bro. I just didn't want, animosity in my chat. That's the only reason I blocked him. But, I literally have no problem with him, man. No problem with him. I think he's a good kid. Obviously, he's a great kid. Stop. Alright, I'm off the stream. Deuces. How do I respond to this? Am I still streaming?